Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm having my guest. As we know, Kaizer Chiefs they are playing today against Magesi FC, and I am chatting with Mesh over here. We're gonna touch on Mamelodi Sundowns at the current table level, and actually what do we expect. And also we know Kaizer Chiefs they have some players which are missing this game, which is coming, and they are going to play on Peter Mokaba Stadium. Actually, what do you call on 7:30 today, which is 19:30. I don't know how do you call it. Mesh, how are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm fine, bro. I'm fine, bro. As things stands right now, bro. I heard you have been talking about how Orlando Pirates they are actually doing it in the in PSL.
Yeah, hey, Pirates is has they've started on a good note, you know.
Yeah.
They've done well for themselves. But yeah, we'll see how things go because they have a lot on their plate. They still have CAF, and
Yes.
I think the one thing I like about these teams is that they are very ambitious. So that means that they are going to also push for CAF.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I think when they push for CAF, they're going to have a lot on their plate, and we'll see how they go. But for now, they've done well. What they needed to do, they've done. So
Yes.
I think they're fine now. Yeah.
Yes. So, do you okay, actually? I heard many people they started to especially on sound aside of Mamelodi Sundowns fans, they actually thinking that the league is already gone. When what? How do you see it?
No, the league is not. The league is gone to Naturena. So we already know that the league is not gone yet.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
because the league is going to Naturena. So we expecting these dynamics to play out.
Yes.
So now it's just a matter of uh, wanting to like being hopeful. Yes, Pirates have started very, very well, but obviously they have Kev, and Pirates is an ambitious team.
Yeah.
So we don't know if they're going to sacrifice one. You understand? And
Yes.
then another thing is that Sundowns on the other side also, they've dipped a little bit in form, and they also have Kev also. So we don't know if the form is going to carry them out. Pirates, we don't know if their squad depth is going to carry them out.
Yes.
But we know that Chiefs doesn't have a very tight like the other two teams. So, if you are being ambitious or if you are being hopeful or optimistic, there's still a chance. The league is still very open. The league is not gone with Pirates yet. I
Mm.
think I think the league can be gone with Pirates. Let's say it's going to Pirates. I don't think it will be decided so soon. I think it will be decided in the very late stages of the league, and that also goes for Chiefs.
Yes.
The only thing we can expect to dust and clean up the league very quickly is Sundowns, and currently their form doesn't look like they're going to do that because last season they lost one game, and they've already lost one game. And if you actually look, they've lost three competitive games because they lost to Stellenbosch in the M10-8. You understand? Two
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
So that's a competitive game. It's a cup competition. You lose twice, and then you also lose in the league. So that's three competitive matches lost.
Yes.
So that means that there are still three more coming in the league. Definitely, with how they're playing, with the form they're on, we can expect them to lose a bit more games, and that too opens up the league. Because the team that we expect to dominate all the teams is not performing the way they were performing last season,
Yes.
which means that they may win the league. Sundowns can still take the league, but they're not gonna do it the way they did it last season, where it was an almost perfect record, where they lost zero. They only lost one game to the team that they're playing today, which is Cape Town City. So we'll also like to see, a game like today between Cape Town City, which is a very good team, against Sundowns as well.
Mm-hmm.
If Cape Town City actually did improve, or it was just, the fault of Sundowns the previous season.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So, with actually Magesi FC beating on Orlando Pirates, it doesn't scare you on this game coming on.
Magesi
Yes.
against Chiefs.
Yes.
No, 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 no. I think, you know, um, the problem is that it's all about coaching.
Yes.
You understand? And if you actually look right now, the situations that the coaches are in the like the let me say the big three. Let me say, Rivero is having a good team, He's having a very, very good team, but every time they win is controversial. It's always the thing of, hey, could have been a penalty there, what. The ref, benefiting, what. Things like that. So for me, yes, they still play well, but if those elements of ref mistakes are often in the talking, of the game
Yes.
every single time, I know for a fact that that team is not as strong as it is, or as
Yes.
it should be, or as it appears.
Yes.
Because we know that with proper officiating, a lot can change. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot that can change. If you are leading 1-0 and there's an appeal for a penalty, right? That 1-0, when it becomes 1-1, a lot can change. The mindset even of the players can change. So I have not given them the benefit of the doubt yet because of the controversy that they often find themselves, especially after winning.
Yeah.
However, the stats are saying that they are currently the best team, and we give it to them for their performance. We give it to Rivero for what he has done with the team. He's done very, very well with the team. And then we have Mngiti, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mngiti had a team that had the best attack and a team that had the best defense. And now it seems like they are not the best in either. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You've got teams that are doing well, but then, Mngiti's rotation of players and all of these things, they sort of they cause an instability somewhere in the team. And if you look at Chiefs, Nabi maybe might not be sure what to do in the middle, but he's very sure what to do at the back and up front. You've got your Mshabalala, you've got Sirino, you've got those players up front, and then at the back you've got your back four, which is Cross, what is it, Miguel, Dottley, and Frosler. We've seen the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And that has worked well to our favor. Whereas on the other camp, of Sundowns, there's been a lot of rotation. There's been a lot of top players who it's like, hey, why is this one not playing and whatever? And the results are not as sharp as they should be.
Yeah.
And that also causes instability. You understand? It may not cause instability in terms of the camp, but it can certainly cause instability in terms of results, in
Yes.
terms of consistency,
Yes.
because if you look at Sundowns, they were taking the league with 7 games to go, 6 games to go, 5 games to go. So now it doesn't look like it's going to happen like that. So that
Yeah.
means they're going to be pushed further than they've been pushed before,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that even they will be in the same situation as Pirates where they have to play their best squad every because
Mm-hmm.
they're fighting for the league. They're also fighting for CAF. Whereas in previous seasons, they finished the league. By the time they were 10 games in, they were already 12 points clear. They were already where they can afford to lose games. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So their approach was far more different. But I believe this season there's going to be a little bit more pressure because they'll not be 12 points clear by the time it's 10 games. They'll
Yes.
still be neck and neck with the other teams, meaning that they still need to put their best squad in the league and put their best squad for CAF. And
Yes.
I don't think going at that rate, they'll be able to survive the season like that.
Yes. I know, man. I understand. But I think my question is still standing that what's your, as I said, are you not actually aware or something skeptical about Magesi FC?
No, Magesi, Magesi, yes, is a good team, like it's really a good team. But I think that, we must not shy away that if you look at Chiefs, they're a very good team. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And they've performed well in terms of attacking. They've always attacked, even though the results were not there, And if you look at again what Nabi has, he's able to play his best squad all the time. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they're in a position where they need to change too much or panic. I believe they can still play, the same squad, even for Sundowns. There isn't that much of a need to rest players. But however, I do see a lot of changes in terms of the starting 11. I do think there won't be that many players from what is it? There won't be that many players from the previous lineup in terms of Chiefs. But as for Magesi, I think that they'll still maintain the same performance, and it will be evident that okay, this is a league team playing against a team that's newly promoted.
Yes. No, I understand, and I was like busy trying to check the last 3 games of Magesi FC, where actually um they have beaten Orlando Pirates. That was a actually let's just look on the league last game win against Golden Arrows and also drew against Cape Town City 0-0. And it seems like they are very good on defensive. If you can see, check how they are conceding goals in the last two games.
Yeah, no, I think that's very good, for them. But also, that's also very good for Chiefs because I think it would be better playing against a team that's not too attacking, you know.
Yeah.
And I think if we're looking at it this way, that's also going to work in the favor of Chiefs, coming into this game, playing a team that's not so direct, playing a team that's a bit more reserved, you know. So, yes, Magesi can be a threat, but I don't think that in today's game the odds are for them. In
Yes,
today's game,
exactly.
the odds are definitely against them.
Yeah, yeah, no, I understand when it comes to that. So I wanted to ask you last question, where actually we're talking about the way the absence of Miguel.
Yeah, I think a lot of people we've become in panic mode, especially after that Super Sport game. You
Yes.
know, I
Mm-hmm.
think there's a need to treat games like this player must not be there, or we've only been winning if this player is there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Miguel is that player where whether the team was doing bad or the team was doing well, I think Miguel will still be a standout player.
Yes.
And I think it's someone that you need when you're going into a big game. That's why I expect changes today. I expect the coach to actually make those sacrifices, even if it's for Sereno as well, to make that sacrifice to say that, okay, today maybe Sereno on the bench, Miguel on the bench, you understand, and maybe Msimango can start in Miguel's position, and maybe Mshini can also start in Sereno's position. So we're yet to see what the coach is going to do, or maybe the coach does not mind even experimenting against Sundowns. You understand? You find
Mm-hmm.
that the coach can still continue with the same starting 11, and then start Mfundo and Dupree maybe in the game against Sundowns.
Yes.
So we don't know what the coach is going to do, and which is what is so nice about having a good coach, is that every decision is understandable. There's
Mm-hmm.
no decision that's being made from panic. Every decision is understandable. That's why I was very adamant in actually looking at what these coaches are facing in the big three. One is having a good squad that's doing well, performing very well. And then the other one, is also trying to implement, different tactics. And yes, he's getting the results, but the results are not as convincing as the previous season. And then you have now Nabi, where each game seems to be a positive. Every single game that he has been playing, there's something positive to pick up, because Chiefs hasn't performed well in the last few years. So it's actually good to see a Chiefs that's losing, seeing them push forward, attempt shots at goal, seeing them fight to try and get that goal, even if it doesn't even come. Than to see a team that's quiet throughout the game,
Yeah.
and they don't make any effort to try.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make any effort to even attempt shots at goal. It's like as soon as they lose, they score them one goal, the outcome is either a loss or a draw. So it's nice to be in a position where at least now we know that Nabi goes out of the games having picked up positives more than the other two coaches, because there's more pressure on them and they have a far lot more on their plate than Nabi. That's why today's game also is not something to stress about. Shini and the players on the bench, they can also get the results against Magesi.
I know, man. I'm very happy that you joined me today and your analysis. I really appreciate it, Mr. Mesh. I think also before the game, we just try to squeeze in to get some, what do you call, talking about the lineup, which will be out. And also we'll be looking at Mamelodi Sundowns' game again against, what do you call, against Cape Town City. Thank you, Mr. Mesh. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you, Mona.
Now, where?